Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is going to be the last paycheck that we're going to assign for December, and it will be the last paycheck that we're going to take a look at for 2025. We're going to work on transactions. I know it says 7 overspent. That is mostly because a lot of transactions have categorized themselves incorrectly, just because there's been spending all over the place and it's the holiday season, so some things are kind of going out of category. So we're going to fix them, and the overspent situation is going to calm down a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started with all of that. All right. So for Capital One, we got a gift for my manager. We split it 3 ways, myself and my other coworkers. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the gift category. And then this 227 is my sister's portion for Allstate. This was for groceries. She went to purchase groceries, so I just gave her some money for that. Oh, and this is actually the first half. And then everything else should be correct. So let's approve all of that. Make sure there's nothing else that we need to approve here. Oh, and these two. Okay, so let's see. This is actually the incorrect one. There we go. That's actually correct. And then this 222 has cleared on my end, so I'll just go ahead and check that. And now we are good. $2,983.53. We're going to reconcile and move on to our high yield. So I did go ahead and send in the first half of the total that I'm going to transfer for the month into the savings, just so I could get it out of the checking. It's definitely something that I did because I wanted to make sure that it went to the correct place and I didn't spend it on accident. Around this time, things always go a little bit haywire, especially with the holiday spending. The spending is definitely much higher during these months. So I wanted to just have that safety net of, let me just send it over now. And then that way I don't have to worry about keeping too big of a track on it. It's already gone from the checking, so it's not like I can spend it anyway. So that is good. $3,722.66 for SunCheck. I sent the payment to the car, so that looks good. I'm trying to get my cards to 0 or as low as possible before the end of the year, just so January starts looking nice rather than having all of those balances in there. I know for a fact that a lot of these categories are incorrect. I will fix them once we're in the actual plan because that'll make it easier to see what I'm looking at. But this 300, this was my latest purchase for several things, actually. So we'll look at that in a bit. And then this was clothing. I actually bought 2 shirts that I wasn't planning on. But since I did have a little bit of money in there and they were on sale, I went ahead and got them. And then everything else right now should be good to go. So let's just approve all of that. Yeah. And I'm going to leave the credit cards without reconciling at this time, just to make it easier when I have to come back in to correct some of these transactions. And then once everything is corrected and good to go, then I will reconcile. But we are at 0 for Venture right now. For Sapphire, we are also at 0. And these are all good. And then actually for Sapphire, I think I can just go ahead and reconcile this. Yeah, because I don't have anything to update on this one. It's mainly venture and freedom right now. Okay, there's a few things to do here. So monthly fees, gas, time out. Let's see. A 5-star Michelin and time out. My sister and I went to see Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It was awesome. We loved it. I was covering my face with my my jacket. I like watching horror movies, but I do still need to cover my face. I need to have like a security blanket or something just so I feel better. It's the jump scares, honestly, that they always get me. It's just no matter what, they always get me. Okay, and I'm gonna hold off, like I said, on reconciling this just yet. Okay, so let's go to, oh, and Volvo actually did the last payment of the year was 300 and the interest is 753. All right. So let's go to the plan and let's just quickly toggle over to those overspends. So second half groceries, I definitely have not overspent on it already. Some of these are from the first half. So let's go ahead and fix those. And then this one as well. And this one. And this one actually, I believe, was for my cat. I had to get him something. I had to get him a new litter box. The litter box that he had, I tried to clean it and it's gotten to the point that no matter how much I scrubbed, it just wasn't cleaning. It was stained, it was smelly. So I was like, you know what? You need a new one. Let's go ahead and do it. It was last minute, so I just ordered it for delivery and it came and it's much better now. I cleaned the area and everything. So it's a little bit like nicer for him and nicer for us too as well with the smells and everything. All right. So now the first half is overspent by quite a bit. This is not correct. This is definitely not correct. Let's see. This actually needs to come out of the second half. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna leave it in the 14th, but it is coming out of the second half. And then the second half being overspent is because I haven't added anything in here as of yet. That's why. And then my cat, because of the extra that I did, so that's fine. And then this one, there's a bunch on this one that don't belong here. This 2023, that actually goes to timeout. And then there's a few more. This 5454. This is actually gadgets and gizmos. My cover for my phone, my case, completely just broke apart. And I don't like having this phone without a case, so I got a case. And because I got a case, I decided that I was also going to get new camera covers, and then I also decided to get a new pop socket, so all of that combined. And I figured since I had a little extra money in there and I wasn't going to use it for anything, I just went ahead and got it. And I'm counting that as gadgets, you know, things for tech and things like that. I think there's something else that I need to fix, but I'm not. Oh, this 2023. No, sorry, this 2023 is actually correct. There's another $20 one. Maybe it's in venture. Yeah, this 2032 is actually also tech because I changed the color of the case that I got is now pink and I want it to match my tablet. And the case that the tablet had was very dirty, very old. I had spilled coffee on it. I mean, it was so stained and just, it wasn't looking very nice at all. So I also got a case for the tablet. And again, I'm going to put that in Gadgets and Gizmos because it's kind of techie stuff and accessories. So that's where it's going to go. Let's go back to the plan here real quickly. Let's see. Was there anything else? Oh, yes, yes. This 1817. This is actually tech. This was a Bluetooth extender for my computer because the Bluetooth that comes on the motherboard is just really not great at all. I can connect my headset through the Bluetooth. I can't connect my earpods through the Bluetooth for some reason. They just won't connect. And I didn't understand why that was happening. And also, even though I connected the headset, it would like always crackle. So it just wasn't great. So I turned off the Bluetooth on the motherboard on the computer and plugged this in, and it has been amazing. Well worth the money I spent on it, honestly. It's been fantastic. Okay. So this technically is not an overspend. I just haven't budgeted for the second half. So let's go ahead and do that and get rid of it since that one's correct now. This was a slight overspend. Technically not, because this was under budgeted. So I was missing like an additional 25. So it's just over by around $4. So not too bad. These are the actual overspends. For timeout, these are all correct. Yeah, those are all correct. And then for 5-star Michelin, I only had half of it here. I did go just slightly over the actual amount, which the other half was $42.50. So only a couple of dollars, which is good. I didn't go too over it. And I'm hoping not to really go too much over it. I will probably put anything that I buy for the holiday in here, but I do have some extra money from everything else once I assign out everything that's missing. So let's take a look at all of that now. Let's get rid of anything we don't want in here. So technically, I'm only underfunded for everything by $858. So we're going to apply that. Even these received some money in here. So I'm going to leave it as is for right now. And we have gotten to our $4,000 total. Let's go in here and reconcile these real quickly. Those look good. And I'm going to add all of these pendings in like I usually do because I want to see what they're going to look like now. Let's see. Okay. So $21. Let's cover that. That was for the discount store. That was just a couple of things for Christmas dinner, like plates and stuff. So we didn't have to do too many dishes that day. And a stocking because my sister wanted to put something on my stocking and I don't have a stocking, so we bought a stocking. That's pretty much what that was. And then the $35.91 here, that was for the well, why is this? Yeah, this is, whoops. Okay. Not that one. This one. This is actually groceries. Second half. This was milk and a couple of things that my sister missed from her outing when I pay her the 100. So that's not technically an overspend in there. And as a last thing, I did actually already send the second half of the savings into the piece for rainy days. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in here and plug in that transfer. And that should clear at some point. But we are actually at $4,000 in that account as of today. First of all, I didn't cry. I thought I would, since I tend to cry at like exciting and happy occasions. But I actually mostly was just so excited that I actually completed that goal, that I got to that goal, and like that number is staring me in the face right now, and I'm staring back and it's actually there. It is incredible. I have plans to bring that number up for 2026. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot more. What I put in for these past few months, all of these $500, that's pretty much going to double as to what I'm going to be putting next year. I want to get to as close to a 6-month emergency fund as quickly as I can, which it is going to take all year to get to it or close to it. But I was able to do 4,000 this year. I plan on finishing paying the car off within the first 6 months, which will then leave all of that extra money to be able to go towards the emergency fund, some for the reserve, amongst, other things. I already know what my car insurance is going to be going up to. So I already kind of have that in the plan. I know what it's going to be and what it's going to take. I'm probably going to talk to my insurance lady and see if we can find somewhere that's a little cheaper. I definitely want to make sure that we are always trying to look for cheaper things that we can, like the car insurance. But yes, this 216.29 is just going to go into this fund right here. And it is going to be used as sort of a catch-all. So if I need, for example, if I buy something for Christmas dinner, I'm going to put that in 5-star Michelin. And then I'm going to take from that amount and pop it into that category to cover whatever I spend. So that's going to be like a catch-all amount, as well as everything else that I have in the fun category at this point is going to be like a catch-all. I don't plan on going to buy more clothing. I don't think I'm buying anything for Stray Kids for the rest of the year. And I don't really want to take from the beautiful category at this time because I'm trying to save up a little bit to get the skincare that I need, that I'm running out of. And hopefully, possibly, maybe get my hair done next month because it's a fluffy mess. It is. It's been like 2 months and it's very, very fluffy. I've got like just hair in the back of my head that's just going every which direction. And so I'm trying to hold off as much as possible because I want the top to grow a little bit longer, but I think I'm at my limit right now. And I think I want to get that corrected like as quickly as possible. Like somebody fix my hair, please. But overall, this is how essentially we're going to end the year. Anything else after this, I will just correct in this plan kind of myself just to kind of clear it for the full year. And then we can take a look at it next year if we really want to do that for the reporting and stuff like that. The next video, which is going to come hopefully, possibly this weekend coming up, which this weekend is what? The weekend before Christmas? Maybe a little bit sooner than that. I'm gonna try to do it on Thursday or Friday if possible, but it's going to be doing that fresh start, creating the new budget, putting in the new targets, looking at sort of the new categories, why I made the changes I made, things like that, and just getting ready for January and that first paycheck for the new year, and seeing kind of how that goes. Hopefully, the plan I made is within the range of what's going to come into the paycheck. If not, I will scramble and fix it. And I will probably just look at those couple of fixes when we're ready to get started with the first paycheck of the new year. But that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching for however long you've been, whether it's been since the beginning, if it's your first video, if it's your 10th video, if it's all the videos that you've watched. Thank you for being here, for watching. And I hope that anything I've done this year and just kind of the money journey that I've been on this year has maybe helped you in any way, shape, or form, whatever that may be, however that looks for you. For me, this has been so helpful just to be able to talk it out and interact with some of you in the comments as well. It's been great, and I really do appreciate it from the itty bitty bottom of my heart. With that said, I will leave you here. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful day.